Well, it's an early start this morning here at Vet's Clinic. It's just before 6 in the morning, and I'm here because we're doing a feature on dog napping for ITV's Daybreak. Usually I go into the studio to do these things, but today, because I've got to be here operating later on in the day, they've come to us. So they've got a big truck outside with a satellite, and we've got the crew in there in the prep room. And we're getting ready to go live on ITV in about 40 minutes or so. So it's an interesting start to the day.
Vet Joe Inglis joins us live from his surgery in Swindon this morning, along with his dog Jack, who's also very well behaved. Have you noticed an increase, Joe, in the number of dogs going missing, or perhaps the number of dogs being brought into you who aren't with their rightful owner?
We have. I think it's something that's becoming an increasingly big problem, and especially over the last few years when the economic climate is such that I think people are looking for any way to make a fast buck, and I think people see sometimes stealing a dog as an easy way to do that. And dogs are also getting a lot more valuable. The prices that people will pay for pedigree dogs is going up. Working dogs in particular, we're seeing a lot of working dogs being stolen, possibly to order. So it's an increasingly big problem, yes.
You can't really do much to stop them being stolen in the way that Dawn's dog was stolen, I suppose. But what can you do in a way to protect yourself?
Well, there certainly are things that you can do. I mean, vigilance is a great one. You know, if you're out walking your dog, try and train your dog so they don't go out of sight, you know, so you keep them always within sight, or if you can't do that, then use an extendable lead. It's also a good idea to vary your pattern, so don't always walk in the same place, you know, go to different places, different times, so if anyone is trailing you, particularly after your dog, that you make it harder for them. Even in the garden, do things like make sure you've got a decent fence around the garden, try not to leave your dog in the garden where you can't see them, because a lot of dogs are stolen from gardens. And never ever leave your dog in a car. Obviously there's the health risks, but also there's the risk of dogs being stolen from cars. And identify your dog, so make sure they've got a microchip. You can do DNA analysis as well, you can have a swab taken. And it's really important as well to take photos of your dog, because things like microchips, they can be removed. If you've got photos of really identifying features of your dog, and then that can really help if you ever, you know, get the opportunity to get your dog back, and sometimes there are legal battles over is this the right dog, so that can really help as well.
Sound advice. Thanks to you. Thanks to Jack as well.